What is up, Bears fans? And as always, welcome back to the Bear Review. Today we're going to head back into the lab to dissect a game of a standout wide receiver who might just be the missing piece to Caleb Williams' arsenal. His name is Coleman Owen. Now, this won't be just another highlight reel breakdown. We're going to take a comprehensive look at his scouting report and see just how well he's going to fit into Ben Johnson's offense in Chicago. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, Coleman Owen is a versatile player with a compelling journey. Beginning first in northern Arizona, Owen honed his skills before transferring to the University of Ohio, where he made a substantial impact and set the stage for a remarkable 2024 season. So I want to just quickly rewind it back for a second to his time with the North Arizona Lumberjacks. Owen didn't just play, he left a mark. He appeared in 39 games, scoring 18 touchdowns. He also secured his place in Lumberjack history, ranking 9th all-time with 2,286 receiving yards. While in Arizona, Owen showcased a multifaceted game, averaging 5.5 yards per rush, 12 yards per catch, and 24.5 yards per kick return, as well as 19 yards even per punt return. Okay, so let's get to the real reason why you're here and fast forward to 2024. And that's when Owen absolutely exploded onto the scene for the Ohio Bobcats. The season wasn't just good, it was a statement. Overall, he snagged 78 receptions for a whopping 1,245 yards and 8 touchdowns, averaging 16 yards per catch. What's truly impressive is his reliability, dropping only 2 passes all season, and Owen himself earned a PFF overall grade of 90.2. One of Owen's standout traits, and I'll show you in a little more detail here in just a moment, is his route running ability. He's not just running patterns, he's creating separation and making himself available for his quarterback, whether he's in the slot or on the outside. Owen knows how to get open. He says himself he's comfortable playing anywhere. Although playing 95% of his snaps from the slot position, I do feel that's a better fit for him than the outside. Just want to quickly touch on his hands and catching ability. And you really can't talk about any receiver without talking about their hands. I know his hands are nothing short of reliable, with only 2 drops in 2024, making him a quarterback's best friend. And also when targeted, he posted 118.6 passer rating. Okay, so let's quickly jump into some more advanced metrics for you guys. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 tables here. The first one is his advanced metrics based on him out of the slot position, and then again those same categories versus both man and zone coverage. I also included the ranks against all other wide receivers in the FBS. Each of those will have their own caveat, though, which I'll explain in a moment. So, in terms of the slot position, as in the rankings for that, what I did was take a minimum of 77 snaps when figuring out where he placed overall. So as you can see, he was in the top 10 in every category listed here. Number 1 in receiver grade at 93.1. Second overall with over 1,000 receiving yards from the slot. Second overall with his yards per reception at 15.9. Third overall in yards after the catch. Sixth overall in yards after the catch per reception. This is the PFF's yards per route run metric. Now how they define it is they divide a player's receiving yards total by the number of routes they run. They say it provides a better indicator of production than yards per reception or even yards per target. So based on this information, we're looking at the best slot receiver in the country based on that metric. And then again, I included his passer rating while targeted. He came out as 10th overall at 110 even. Now with the Bears losing slot receiver Keenan Allen to free agency, and then of course only signing Zacchaeus there for 1 year, we need to have a viable option for that slot. Personally, I feel, based on these numbers here, and given enough time to develop, Owen can fit right in to the Bears' offense. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how well he did versus man coverage and zone coverage. Again, I included the rankings for each. This time, I included all wide receivers with at least 33 snaps at each coverage type. So we'll start with man coverage real quick. Total PFF receiver grade, 88.4. It's 4th best in the NCAA. Total receiving yards, man coverage, 348. It's good for 7th. Yards per reception, 15.1. It's good for 4th. Yak 140, 5th all. Yak per reception 6.1, good for 7th. Again, yards per route run 4.0 even, 2nd best in the country. And then a passer rating while targeted of 102.5, good for 11th overall. Great numbers, right? But he did even better against zone coverage. He had total receiving grade of an 83.5, a little lower, but like I always said, PFF grades should be taken with a grain of salt. He had 639 total receiving yards, good for 5th. His yards per reception were an amazing 18.8, good for 2nd overall. He was also 2nd overall in the yak category with 307. And then again, his yak per reception was a 9.0 even, good for 1st in the FBS. And again, his yards per route run, 3.29, was good for 1st overall against zone coverage in the FBS. Rounding that out, his passer rating while targeted was 119 even, good for 2nd overall. So we're seeing a bit of a pattern here. I wanted to make this video because he went to a small school, and most people will just gloss over his name. But as you can see, he's putting up numbers against some of the best receivers in the country at his position. And I wanted to highlight that for you guys today. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get an accurate 40 time for him. That's just not out there right now. And of course, if that does pop up, I will update that for you guys. But on tape, while he's not a burner, Owen has the agility to make defenders miss and the speed to gain yards after the catch, as I've shown here. His acceleration and explosiveness allows him to turn the corner and create opportunities for his quarterback. In terms of his IQ and reading defenses, he isn't just an athlete, he's a smart football player. He understands how to read the defense and find the soft spots. This football IQ translates into him making the right adjustments and being a reliable target in crucial situations. Now, blocking is often an overlooked aspect of a receiver's game, but Owens embraces it. He's willing to mix it up and contribute in the running game, making him a valuable asset. One thing you also have to look at is your performance under pressure. So speaking of critical situations, Owens shines when the pressure's on him. In key games, he steps up and delivers, making big plays when his teams need him the most. To give you an example, against Buffalo, he had 146 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns, earning the MAC Offensive Player of the Week honors. What can't be stressed enough and what can't be correlated on a stat sheet is his work ethic and his character. Coleman Owen is known for his strong work ethic and character. He's a dedicated teammate and a leader on and off the field. Balancing a full-time NBA program with football showcases his ability to commit and be disciplined. Now, the few people I've spoken with on social media that know him much better than I do have nothing but glowing reviews of the man himself, both as a person, a leader, and a football player. So I guess the main question we have left is, where does he fit with the Chicago Bears? So with DJ Moore, Roma Dunze already in place, the Bears need a reliable, sure-handed slot receiver for the future, and that's exactly what Owens brings to the table. His route running and ability to read defenses would make him an immediate asset for Caleb Williams, providing a trusted target in crucial situations. Plus, his willingness to block fits the mold of what Ben Johnson wants from his receivers, with no block, no rock. In conclusion, guys, Coleman Owen is a well-rounded wide receiver with a high football IQ, reliable hands, and an extremely strong work ethic. He could be a valuable addition to the Chicago Bears, providing depth, versatility, and a trusted target for Caleb Williams. Now, I know most people don't even know where Ohio University is, so thinking of him as a actual draft day target might be the furthest thing from most people's minds. It's more likely going to be a UDFA for them. But for me, he's got the talent and the character to be a late day 3 pick for the Chicago Bears. I'm going to go on record right now and tell you that Coleman Owen is going to be the steal of the draft for the Bears. So keep an eye out for Coleman Owen. He's a player who knows how to make the most of every opportunity, and he might just be wearing a Bears uniform soon. So let me know what you guys think about Coleman Owen. You going to take a chance on him, or are you going to pass on him like everyone else? As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone that comes in and joins the discussion. Again, apologize for the bit of delay in the video. The real life has just been taking over, but more to come on that very soon. So again, as always, drop a like for the video, subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends, get the word out. Again, thank you for joining us on the Bear Review today. And until next time, bear down.